Now the worst Senate president ever, now be this one way they now, will be Akpabio, former Akpabio state governor. Now be the worst. If you sit down with senators, they tell you say they don't know where the direction where the Senate they go.
People are even going to go to what they call it, the Brekete radio.
Human rights radio.
Brekete radio. Yeah, there's no Nigeria has not established human rights radio. If it's going to be established, it will be established by law or by the executive. Nothing like that. We have Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. We don't have human rights radio.
Welcome back to Local Journal, my people. The Senate President Gosul Akpabio recently criticized human rights radio station popularly known as Brekete Family Radio Station. He also reprimanded fellow senators who take internal issues to the public airwaves. The controversy began during a recent Senate session when President Akpabio addressed issues of National Assembly staffs overstaying their tenures. He expressed frustration over clerks and staff who, despite the end of their constitutional terms, refused to vacate their positions. Akpabio highlighted that some of these staff members had extended their tenures by as much as 5 years, leading to unnecessary political tension within the assembly. In his address, Akpabio didn't just stop at the internal issues, he took a direct swipe at the Brekete Family Radio Station. The Senate President accused the station of overstepping its bounds by involving itself in National Assembly affairs. He questioned its legitimacy, stating it lacks the legal foundation to present itself as a credible human rights media outlet. Senate President Akpabio, in his words, said, "Some people have even taken the issue of the National Assembly to Brekete Radio, a self-acclaimed human rights broadcasting station not authorized by the government." Well, they said so many things in the video, and I will play the videos that we'll all watch together. But before we watch the video, if today is your first time to visit our channel, please kindly like, share and subscribe.
We have noticed serious reluctance on the part of clerks of National Assembly to vacate office when the constitutional tenure has reached. Very serious. And we've also noticed lethargy on the part of the Commission to enforce the constitutional provision that anybody who has served for 35 years or has attained the age of 60 should vacate office. Sometimes you are afraid to enforce it. But that's what you should do. You should enforce it. And so you will see people coming to me to say, oh, so person extended his tenure by so number of months. There was even one that they said stayed almost a year and they had to get police to lock the office. And then others are saying we must have extension of 5 years. By all means, after all, they have extended for judges and professors of universities. I don't know if you understand what I'm saying. So that kind of derailed their vision and brought unnecessary politics into the system, because you now have the PASAN, Parliamentary Staff Association of Nigeria, being divided into two: those who support tenure elongation and those who do not support tenure elongation, and so they make them to fight. Yes. In fact, recently we got intelligence that some people are even going to go to what do they call it, the Brekete radio.
Human rights radio.
Brekete radio. Yeah, there's no Nigeria has not established human rights radio. If it's going to be established, it will be established by law or by the executive. Nothing like that. We have Federal Radio Corporation of Nigeria. We don't have human rights radio. Every media house has the right to propagate issues of human rights. So some said they want to take the leadership of National Assembly, the Speaker, the Senate President, to Brekete Radio because they have not done A, B, C, D, E. So I believe that unnecessary politicization of the tenures of your staff due to the action and inaction of the National Assembly Service Commission. Because if you were firm and applied the provisions of the Act to the letter, nobody would dare stay 1 hour longer. I'm aware that sometimes you give people letters to go on terminal leave, and you even say they should hand over to you, and they say they ignore you, and you don't do anything about it. You continue as if it doesn't matter. It does matter, because when indiscipline is allowed to creep into the system, it means the system cannot function well. But if you are constantly robbing minds to presiding officers, we'll tell you, leave that to us. While we have offices of sergeant at arms, if any member of the Senate or the House of Reps today were to be suspended for one misconduct or the other, by the time he gets to his office, there's a sergeant at arms waiting. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
To ensure that he vacates the National Assembly. And the environment. And he's not allowed to come within the environment until the period of suspension is over, or until the Parliament recalls the person. But in the case of staff, you issue letter and say proceed on terminal leave. The person will say, I'm not going on any terminal leave, and will even prevent the person that should take over from entering the office and sit down and be signing checks and doing all sorts of things. And then staying there. And then the person will send message, I'll stay here until the last minute of my work, until the last minute of my annual, working on a daily basis, preventing the person that should take over from taking over. I don't know whether you understand.
Yes, sir.
That's what I'm saying. So how does the Commission respond to that? You respond to it by either keeping quiet or by telling the person to say, don't be angry that we sent you a letter. We are sorry. Continue in your office. Chairman, it's true. You even apologize to the person and said, do we withdraw the letter, or do you want to hold the letter while you go to work? Are some of you aware of what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
Huh?
They are all aware, sir.
Huh?
They are aware.
They are aware.
The Senate President's remark for me is just an effort to undermine Brekete Family Radio's influence, especially as the station has become a platform for individuals airing grievances about the National Assembly's internal issues. Following this event, Ahmed Issa, popularly known as the Ordinary President and the host of Brekete Family Radio, responded to Akpabio's criticism. He defended the station's role in holding authorities accountable and providing a platform for the oppressed. Ahmed Issa didn't just stop there as he questioned if we are really practicing democracy. He said that it is the National Assembly that should show us the example of democracy, but what we see especially from the Akpabio-led Senate is autocracy. This event generated various opinions from Nigerians. Some praised Brekete Family for its fearless journalism, while other Nigerians took side with Akpabio, emphasizing the need for decorum and internal resolution of legislative issues. It seems like there's a grand plan to silence this Brekete radio station. However, no matter the campaign of calumny against Brekete Family, Nigerians will still never hate or despise them. For years, Brekete Family Radio Station, led by Ahmed Issa, popularly known as the Ordinary President, has been the beacon of hope for ordinary Nigerians. In a country where justice is often the privilege of the wealthy and powerful, Brekete Family has given a platform to the voiceless everyday citizens facing corruption, injustice, and oppression. Unlike the Nigerian Senate under Senator Godswill Akpabio, which is yet to pass any significant bill to improve the lives of Nigerians, Brekete Family Radio Station has provided real solutions to real problems. For those of you supporting the actions of the Akpabio's-led Senate, I'll state what Brekete Family has done for Nigerians, and I'll also want you to state what the Akpabio's-led Senate has done for Nigerians in the comment section. Brekete Family Radio Station has taken up countless cases of ordinary Nigerians who have been cheated, abused, or neglected by the system. Whether it's a widow fighting to reclaim her husband's stolen pension, an unpaid worker seeking for justice, or a victim of police brutality, Ahmed Issa has consistently challenged those in power to do the right thing. The radio station has also exposed government corruption, dragging politicians, police officers, and civil servants into the public eye for failing in their duties. Unlike the Senate, which protects corrupt leaders, Brekete family actively fight for transparency. Through its humanitarian efforts, Brekete family has raised funds to send children to school, provide medical care for those in need, and help struggling Nigerians to get back on their feet. No senator in Akpabio's camp can say they've done the same for their constituents. While Akpabio and his cohort focus on the political survival and loyalty to President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, Brekete family radio station calls for real leadership. Ahmed Issa has been one of the few voices in Nigeria demanding better infrastructure, healthcare, and security for Nigerians. In a country where the media is often controlled by the elite, Brekete family remains one of the few places where ordinary citizens can call in, share their struggles, and get real help. The Brekete family station has become more impactful than the entire Senate, which is supposed to represent the people but instead has focused on pleasing the president who installed them. Since the inception of Akpabio-led Senate, he has done little to improve the lives of ordinary Nigerians. Instead of passing bills to address poverty, insecurity, unemployment, or inflation, the Senate has been more concerned with bills that benefit Tinubu's political agenda rather than the Nigerian people. Under Akpabio's-led Senate, senators have been fighting over office position instead of fighting for their constituents. The Akpabio's-led Senate has been ignoring national crises like the rising cost of living, failing economy, and mass unemployment. While Brekete family solves real problems, Akpabio's-led Senate has become a political club that serves the interests of those in power. The contrast is very clear. While Ahmed Issa and Brekete family represent the people, the Senate under Akpabio represent the politicians. So those ones who don't like Brekete family and are jittery of the fact that Ahmed Issa is building more power, they should remember that someday they might need the help of this radio station. That's it for me. At the end of the day, Brekete family is doing what the Nigerian government should be doing by helping its citizens. If Akpabio and the Senate feel threatened by Brekete family, it's because they know the station is doing what the Senate has refused to do. Well, this is my opinion on this issue. What's your own opinion? Can you drop what you have to say in the comment section?